Welcome, Scorpio. We're doing predictions for you today. It is a general reading, so always trust yourself on what resonates, leave what does not. And big welcome to those that are new to my channel, those that follow me regularly. Love your support. This reading is wherever Scorpio is in your birth chart, sun, moon, rising sign. And if you're cross-watching, big welcome. I will just mention if you're watching this in a different language other than English, it has been dubbed automatically by YouTube. You can get it in 10 different languages, so if it's not the one that you want, just click on the top right hand corner of the video in the settings and you can change it there. And I have no control over the quality of the dubbing, so just keep that in mind. All right, let's dive in. All right, let's see what's coming towards you, Scorpio. Oh, there's a beautiful mutual Two of Cups love here. Possibly a proposal, some of you getting married. Some of you are already in a committed partnership. There's a beautiful home in the background. Let's have a look at anything challenging you. Okay, there's a need to plan for the future right now. So possibly either to do with this relationship or your financial security and stability, because he's got his coin there underneath his hand. So possibly new things that you want to do. Let's have a look at the basis of the situation. Okay, there's possibly some conflict going on with someone, and Spirit's saying you need to know when to stand up for yourself or when to walk away from drama. Okay, it's come out with the King of Fire energy, so you're actually feeling really confident and stable right now. Possibly need to step into a leadership role. I don't know if there's any conflicts going on in the workplace, around your job. All right, let's have a look in the recent past. Okay, in the recent past, you got the Nine of Fire, so a lot coming in towards you. A lot of busyness, possibly a need. Some of you feel like you're defending yourself against a lot, or possibly it's almost like you're trying to shield yourself from so much coming in towards you. Let's have a look at the present. Oh, you got the Queen of Cups. So there is definitely a very mutual pair here. A lot of cup energy coming out when it comes to this love relationship. So girls, you may be waiting for a love to come in. You're looking out to sea, going, where art thou, though, that love? Being very positive and optimistic. You're also spiritual. She's got an oracle deck by her side. Some of you are already in a committed partnership. Okay. Come out with deception. Some of you have been through situations in love relationships where people were deceptive. But you've maintained your positivity. You know what you want. And some of you went into hermit mode for a while because of that deception. You took some time out for yourself. Let's have a look in the near future. Okay, there's going to be a choice to make or a lot of options before you. Okay, it's directly related to your coin, your home, your financial security and stability. So decisions around either of those. Let's have a look at your energy, Scorpio. So some of you are single. Some of you, there's a love coming in. Others, you're in a committed partnership. Okay, there is an amazing idea you have within yourself or an amazing opportunity that's going to come your way. Very creative one. Something you'd be passionate about. And right now you're tending to your garden, so things are in progress. You might be waiting for it to come in. And Spirit's saying you're the magician. You can make things happen. Can also be the right resources and opportunities lining up for you. Let's have a look at the energies of those around you. Okay. Definitely some sleepless nights going on. So I don't know if you're worrying about an external party or there's someone you're connecting with that's having sleepless nights. Okay. Definitely coming out of challenging times. So there's certainly some kind of challenge here. They're all in the boat together though. Okay. And you got the King of Air. It's someone, I don't think it's your energy, Scorpio. It's someone that you're connecting with that's emotionally unavailable, going through a challenging time. Experiencing sleepless nights. A lot of air energy there. Let's have a look at your hopes and fears. Sometimes you can't help someone in that situation. They've got to help themselves. You've got the Ace of Cups, so you're definitely ready for love. You're ready to offer your cup of love. You've got it outstretched. It's empty, so it's not full right now. It's like, please fill my cup. Okay. And you've got a time of renewal going in a new direction. But you've got singles and couples here. Because they're going in a new direction as a couple. Some of you that are in a committed partnership may be wanting to move or make some big life changes. Singles, you're waiting for this love to come in. All right, let's have a look at the outcome. Oh, the outcome is the Empress. Spirit's saying it's time for you to give birth to your dreams. Go after what it is you want. Those of you that are waiting for love to come in, Spirit's saying just get busy. Get busy with your life. This love is going to come when you're least expecting it, I think. When you're just happy and doing your own thing. Yeah, there's an opportunity to partner up with someone on a shared goal and vision here. So that's the main focus right now. Those of you single. All right, let's put some clarifiers. Having a look in the center here where some of you are in a beautiful committed partnership. Planning the next steps on your path. Okay, Spirit's saying be mindful how you treat others lest you fall down a rabbit hole, darling. Okay, why is that coming out? I mean, we've got a bit of conflict here. Okay, some of you are on a fresh start. So some of you have definitely left a relationship where someone was deceptive. It's almost like Spirit's giving us two stories here. One for those of you in a situation where you have come out of a disappointing connection where someone was deceptive. You're now traveling solo. Spirit's saying be mindful how you speak to that person, even if they're trying to trigger you or they didn't do the right thing. It's time for you to just move forward on your own path. The love you want is going to come, but it's Spirit saying just not just right now. And just connect with your friends. You've got a lot of beautiful friends around you, very supportive of you. Let's have a look at the basis of the situation where Spirit's saying there's a bit of conflict going on with someone. Could be in the workplace. Recognizing how talented you are, stepping into a leadership role. Yeah, again, you got the Magician card. Spirit's saying it's up to you how you handle this situation. You could handle it in a positive way, an empowered way. You could do what's right for you and just let that person do whatever they're doing in their own energy field. Because you don't engage with someone that is being disgruntled, darlings, if we can say that. Well, they've got no power to do anything, really. They're just arguing with themselves. So we're saying whatever you want, you can have. Just a matter of making it happen. All right, let's have a look at the present where you're waiting for your ships to sail in, darlings. Those of you wanting love, you've been through something deceptive. Gone into hermit mode for a while. This is trying to hide itself. I'm trying to pull it out. Right. You've got the 10 of materials coming in. So there's possibly an inheritance coming in. There's possibly things you're going to kick off where you want to create an inheritance for your children, generational wealth, pass a legacy on to the next generation. All right, let's have a look at the near future where there's a choice you need to make. Spirit saying it's related to your finances, your career, or your home, your stability. Okay. You got the 5 of Cups here, or 5 of Emotions. So you've been through situations that didn't go your way, particularly when it came to your finances or your career. And yet Spirit's saying on the other side of that, I mean, you could ruminate on that energy. On the other side of that, you got the Queen of Materials, which is self-made success. You're highly capable of creating your own money flows, being very successful. You've just got to step into your strength, whether you're a guy or a girl. Let's have a look at your energy where Spirit's saying you've got an amazing idea within you, an opportunity coming. It's not here yet. Again, you got the Magician. Okay, some of you feeling a little hopeless, like what you want's not going to come to you. Possibly had a little dark night of the soul. Yeah, it's okay. Sometimes we go through those things. So we're saying you've got to look at a situation in a different way to get a fresh perspective. Again, you got this message that you do have some inspired ideas that are going to come to you or are coming to you. Let's have a look at the energies of others where there's been some sleepless nights, someone going through challenges and also emotionally unavailable. Okay. Spirit's saying if that's your energy, if it's not someone else's energy and it's how you're feeling, there is going to be the sun's going to come out. Big positive shift in energy. You need to be practical with your money at this time. Put money aside for savings if you can. Or that person needs to. All right, let's have a look at, be mindful of anyone coming to you with a woe is me story, I can't help myself. Because if you try to do things for them, like disempower them to sort their own problems out, then they're not going to step in their personal power. Spirit's saying be mindful of doing that. That person needs to see things in a different way and pick themselves up. They need to be very practical with their money, and they need to be more positive. It's not your energy. Let's have a look at your hopes and fears where you're wanting to offer your cup of love. It's empty right now. It's like, fill my cup up. Some of you are in a committed partnership wanting to go in a new direction, make major life changes. Okay, just be mindful of looking backwards on the past, focusing on the negative. Because it's a time of expansion and growth. You've got the world here. The time of a new life chapter and moving forward. Let's have a look at the outcome, which is giving birth to your dreams. Some of you, the ability to partner up with others on a shared goal and vision. Oh, darling, some of you massively overthinking things and in your shadow side, which means that you need to get out of that shadow side. Recognize when you're in your shadow side and overthinking, because that's creating sleepless nights, self-perpetuating stress. Some of you are worrying you're not going to get what you want. And instead of doing that, Spirit's saying you've got to recognize your talents and abilities and step in your star energy. You are talented. You can take anything on. All right, let's put you some guidance from the Nature's Whispers Oracle. Spirit's saying you've got to trust your own understanding. If you've got an idea within your business idea you want to run with, trust yourself. There's changes you want to make. Trust yourself. Again, Spirit's saying it's a time of expansion and growth for you, whether you're in a committed partnership or whether you're solo. Some of you want to move and relocate, travel. And there will be a renewal of peace in your world, but you've got to come back to this place of inner peace. You've got to, it's a conscious choice to be in the state of inner peace. What you want is here. All right, let's pull you some healing messages from the Crystal Healing deck. Oh, Spirit's saying, don't forget that you're divinely connected to Source. So as much as you're doing what you're doing, they're going to help you as much as they can. You are going to have success. You've just got to believe in it. And you just got to actively bring yourself into emotional balance time and time again. Emotional balance, mental balance, because in some instances, darlings, monkey mind is running the show here. Don't let the monkey mind run the show. All right, let's put you some guidance from the ancient soul tribes. Oh, you got the Queen of the Light. Have a look at that. You are going to get the illumination you seek. It's almost like you need to step back into the light and increase your vibration. And you've got the Spiral Dancer. There could be a better way of getting to where you want to be than what you're thinking of. A different way, a different opportunity, a different idea. You need to challenge your perception. Yeah. And you got the Shadow Queen. So this is putting a light on things that are hidden in the dark. Spirit's saying there was definitely manipulation in the past. It's definitely someone that was deceptive. Perhaps you didn't see it clearly. Perhaps you sort of gave someone the benefit of the doubt when you knew within yourself there wasn't something quite right there. So you need to trust your intuition a bit more. Some of you need to get some more information about the choices you want to make versus making choices that are impulsive without enough grounded information. Some guidance from the Messenger Oracle. Yeah, you've got to focus and then act. You need to step into your personal power. You've got the Horse there. Just work on what you can work on and leave the rest to the divine, darlings, at this time. And you've got to let go of the old. Some of you got to let go of an old version of yourself, old ways of thinking, things that haven't worked out. Close the door on them. And you've got to know your fears and face your fears. So you might want to explore, is there any fear-based thoughts coming up for me right now? Some of you, there's not. For others, you are a little bit in your shadow energy in terms of overthinking something. All right. Mostly it'll be about the direction you want to go in. Need some guidance from your animal spirit guides. Oh, you got the Turkey spirit, which is all about practicing the art of gratefulness. So whenever you're in a state of lack, you need to remind yourself of one or two things you're grateful for in your life to switch your energy out. Oh, darlings. Spirit's being a little hilarious right now. Trigger warning. I'm just going to say, you've got the pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Here comes the monkey mind. Yeah. And the hummingbird spirit, be here now. Just try not to future project yourself too far forward, because we can constantly project fears into the future of things that will never happen, may happen, usually don't happen. Thinking worst case scenarios. This whole, I'm never going to get what I want, well, that's worst case scenario thinking. You need to be in the present moment, constantly bring yourself back to the present moment. That's all you have. Can't live in the past, can't live in the future. You can only live in the now. All right, let's pull you a crowning energy from the beautiful Kuan Yin Oracle. All right, that one really wants to come out. So beautiful. Wait till you see it. Have a look at this. You pulled Maiden Magoo. Let's pull you up the guidance. It says Scorpio. The Maiden Magoo, goddess of spring, healing and transformation, brings you assistance now. You are asked to honour the light that can come from even the darkest beginnings, beloved one. In fact, sometimes we need to enter into unknown places and parts of ourselves to find exactly what we need to grow in peace, creative self-fulfillment and happiness. The challenge can be to trust that we will arise from this darker place again. Just as the spring always follows the winter, beloved, so too will any inner work with the shadow precede a beautiful rebirth for you. And the Maiden Magoo is an immortal expression of the Divine Mother of the East. She brings a special message from Kuan Yin. She guides you to trust that if you enter into the darkness of the unknown parts of yourself, you will emerge into the light, reassembled and reborn once more. And if you're going through chaos in your life because you're allowing yourself to grow, Maiden Magoo also reassures you that the order and light will emerge out of the chaos in due course. Have faith and keep going. In order to grow spiritually, there are times we must simply delve within and find our shadow. It's easier to perceive the effect of the shadow within the shadow itself. The effect of the shadow is judgment, positive or negative, of another that we do not think is related to us personally. We may mightily admire or despise characteristics or traits in another, yet when such judgments arise, it's part of us that's seeking to be integrated and expressed, trying to get our attention through judgment. Noticing our judgments of others is the quickest way to get in touch with the shadow self, trying to grow and heal into our conscious awareness so that we can become more whole, empowered and divinely delicious as we're always meant to be. And your judgment might be a strong reaction to a person who seems to be self-centered and self-obsessed. The shadow in the self is trying to communicate through you to this judgment that it might be part of your own consciousness that wishes to be more supportive of the self. It will no longer allow you to put yourself behind others, but instead encourage you to express yourself and take up your space with presence. Admiring a great talent in another with a strong reaction or judgment, positive or negative, might be part of your own psyche wishing to grow and express itself with similar confidence and freedom too. It can be extremely surprising exactly how many wonders are hiding in the parts of us yet to be found consciously. Sometimes there's anger, fear, jealousy or shame wrapped around these hidden parts of self. And if we can be kind and allow these feelings to come up and to pass without fearing them, then eventually the beauty underneath will reveal itself too. You're being guided by the Mother Divine Kuan Yin through the Maiden Magoo to realize there's part of you that is trying to emerge. You may have judgments of others on one issue or trait that seems to be more repetitive or noticeable of late. You're guided to sense what beauty within you could unearth those judgments, trying to make its way into your conscious awareness, bringing you more of yourself to enjoy and share with the world. Be patient and open-minded as you wait for your intuition to help you realize what is growing within you, triggering your judgment of another. If it's anger you see in others, it will be strength growing in you. If it is manipulation you see in others, it will be a desire to be direct and own your needs within you that is growing. The shadow side holds great beauty within, beloved, and there's no need to fear it. And Maiden Magoo brings a special blessing to realize that you shall soon enter the spring of rebirth in this process. Entering into the shadow self can feel like going into a spiritual winter. You feel dark and alone, delving into the parts of us that we might prefer not to look at so closely. Allow the process that's happening to bring you more into the light. And don't be scared. You might not be ready to see yourself as an empowered, spiritual, musical, creative, healthy, or talented being in the past. And yet now you're more ready for this, so embrace it. Have trust in the beloved Kunyin that those energies only seek expression when the psyche is ready for it. This oracle indicates if you've been working on a project, whether it be self-healing or shadow work, or a creative project, or looking to work with children, rebirthing, or creative endeavors more generally, that time is fast approaching and will come together as a new reality for you. Wow. There's a very beautiful healing process here. Let's do it because it's very uplifting. It says, close your eyes and sit comfortably. Imagine that you sit with the beautiful spring goddess Margu, with her basket of fresh blossoms falling all around you. It's a beautiful temperate spring day, and you're in a sacred field of blossoms. She gestures ahead and you sense a figure approaching. It is you, but it is a future you, more whole and complete, with a message for you from your highest possible future. Let this part of you speak to you, bring you love and any guidance that is helpful for you to hear now. You might not hear words, in which case just look for the love in your eyes reflected back to you. Or you might even imagine that the future you and the current you can touch each other's hearts, gently resting your hand on each other's chest. Maiden Magoo sprinkles blossoms around you both. When you're ready, follow your breath and come back into your body. In the here and now, sit for a few moments peacefully, without thinking, and when you're truly ready, just open your eyes. And there's an affirmation here. It says, Beloved Kunyin and Spring Goddess, Maiden Magoo, thank you for your unconditionally loving help now. I ask to be helped in knowing myself more fully and allowing that part of me that is seeking expression to emerge now in a conscious, loving and empowered way. May I know and live all of myself, beloved ones. May my life be filled with light, energy and warmth like springtime after the winter. For the highest good of all, Om Mani Padme Hum. Oh, darling, the most perfect message for you. All right, those are your messages. Take it easy. And for now, much love, much light. Namaste.